Hello there, LOL Coach AB here. So right now I want to talk about a underrated mechanic on Tristana. It's just pretty much insecting people. You can really easily like flash and insect people. You need to instantly do it. So okay, how and why is this useful? So more than often people will space your W, which means you cannot jump behind people and ult them on their tower. More than often they just gonna space your W, which means that usually you will get the slow off or you will arrive in here, right? Usually you get only the slow off. And so what you should aim to do is actually insect them. You can also, like, if you want to speed up the process, of course, you can use your ult there. Of course, you can use your E as well, part of the combo. So for example, in here, same thing happens. He spaces my W, I cannot jump behind him. But here is my Rengar, my Jarvan, whatever. So I could actually push really easily this enemy dummy towards my Jarvan actually. So what the hell do I actually want to do is to flash behind him, but in this position, so it pushes downwards, right? You could push him here, but my Rengar cannot jump on this dummy when you push it here, right? So it looks like something like this, right? You can also, of course, like add E. Let me just add E in the combo, of course, it's totally possible. Just watch this. Oh, I messed it up. So it's something that takes practice, of course. Oh, I messed it up, okay. This takes a little bit of practice as well to include your E in the combo. But you're definitely gonna get the feel of it, so don't worry too much about... What the fuck is this even? You need to be a bit faster than I am. Just a little bit faster. Just watch. This time it's gonna work out. So I like to say things sometimes take practice. So watch. WE will... Oh, I still messed it up. Then it really does take some degree of practice. Okay. So watch. I think I keep messing it up. Yes, we got it. This is okay. In this direction people can still jump, of course, from your jungle side on the dummy. Of course it can be perfected, right, in a more clean way, of course, like this. So 4th, 5th time it worked out. So if you wanna like sort of add your E into the combo, which you should learn how to do it, you should practice to it first, because as you can see, even I have a little bit of a difficulty to add that into the combo itself, but this is definitely a very useful trick both on bot lane and mid lane, either to push the enemy bot laner or mid laner under your tower, which puts them in an awkward spot, because then you're gonna get an easy W reset as well of your E, while also they're in trouble under your tower. Now from the other hand, on bot it's still gonna be quite useful. Note that you can push people through walls, so what the hell does that even mean? Okay, but not in the early levels, alright? So in the early levels, pushing people through walls, it's a little bit different, because I want you guys to exactly know that, look, this has a knockback distance of 600, so this won't push people to every single possible wall in this game. So let me show you guys level per level, because this ultimate does have its own complexity. So let's just reset the game. So level 6 Tristana, or what does that level 6? Let's get boots as well, just so we can move a bit more smoothly, of course. Just a whatever item, it doesn't really matter in here. And so let's start walking, right? Now turn on minions, and so as you can see, right, this doesn't go through the wall because we don't have enough points in it. So this, like, of course, when you are side laning, this may work out, right? But this won't work because we don't have enough push range, right? Now, if I point, let's say, like one more point in our ultimate, we can see its knockback range is actually 800, not 600. So this will actually go through the wall. So it's really important to actually like exactly know, okay, Gaby, does this push through the wall? Does, okay, or like, why the hell it did not work for me, right? So you have to understand it at level 6, some of the tricks may not gonna work, right? Because you cannot push people through every single wall, right? I'm trying, and through this wall I can, so definitely. That's something definitely should do, but this is something you gotta recognize that, look, you can do it, and it's really cool if you can pull it off, but mainly you should aim to do that when you're 11. If you're not 11, you're actually not allowed to do that, right? Now, if you also want to get a smooth R angle off, for example, the enemy, let's say, like, whatever, like, look support or whatever it might be, is trying to divert this ward in here, right? Your goal is quite simple, actually. Why are the minions here, though? Didn't I turn them off, or what? Whatever. So, your goal is just quite simple. is just to get through them and ult them through the wall. Now, often that will put them in an awkward position if your support is around. So that's what you're kind of like fishing for as Tristana, which is again a quite underrated thing to do. To actually like go for this type of wall ganks, right? Where you just kind of like push people through walls. Now note that this doesn't go through the wall. Why the hell it doesn't go through the wall? The issue is that there are specific spots in here it goes through, right? You have to understand it that it does it if it's like, look, it depends on the wideness. Like this would go like this, right? Like exactly in the line. So not everything will 100% go through, but at most, if you're not like trying to ult people through the thickest possible walls, like for example like this, then that won't go through, you know, like this won't just go through, right? So you actually got to know like the exact thickness. Now, from the other hand, once you're of course, as I said, level 11 at least, then you can of course like push people through thicker walls. Then in general, often what you want to kind of like fish for is to, if it's even possible, of course, to sort of stack your W, right? So you kind of like want to use your R as well, not only to sort of push a champion into your team, you also want to use it as a reset for your ability, for your W, so you can actually get back as well, which usually looks something like this, right? Let's just spawn some ally champions. So in here, through this wall, it's supposed to go through, right? So let's just restart it, right? And then we get the reset, and then we jump back really quick. So as you can see, you kind of like wanna first of all stack it up. If it's not quite a isolated target, you re on it, so you get a W reset, so you sort of get out as well. But if it's like a pick, only one person showing up, or the other guy is just like a support, like a Yumi, and it's not a threat to you, then you can do this. But I highly believe like this is like one of those like tricks that Tristana players are not using enough, which definitely quite often allow them to get some early kills, or just maybe just force at least someone to recall, and then you get plates, because you already know that Tristana herself, she just eats like literal plates alive, you know, because of her massive steroid of attack speed from Q, and he does quite a lot of damage to the tower while it also wave clears, so he's kinda good at like munching those towers. That's it for now. Have a nice day, guys.